You won't believe what this mother-in-law did at her son's wedding. Hey there, YouTube fam. Buckle up, because I've got a story that's going to make your jaw drop faster than a bride's bouquet at a wedding. Picture this. It's the biggest day of your life. You're about to walk down the aisle, and then bam, your mother-in-law decides to turn into the Godzilla of all family feuds. But wait, it gets better. Or should I say worse? This isn't just any old family drama. We're talking about an insult so shocking, so unthinkable, that it'll make you want to uninvite your own relatives to your next birthday party. All right, folks, let me introduce myself. I'm your host, Sarah, and I'm here to serve you the juiciest, most hilarious slice of wedding cake drama you've ever tasted. Now, let me paint you a picture of our cast. We've got the bride, that's yours truly, the groom, my sweet unsuspecting husband Jake, and the star of our show, the dragon lady herself, my mother-in-law, Elizabeth. From the moment Jake popped the question, I knew our wedding day was going to be a disaster in the making. But trust me, even I couldn't have predicted the level of chaos Elizabeth was about to unleash. Spoiler alert, it gets worse, and funnier. Oh, so much funnier. Why am I sharing this story? Well, partly because laughter is the best medicine and partly because misery loves company. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and prepare to laugh, cringe, and maybe even shed a tear or two as we dive into the wedding day fiasco that'll make your last family reunion look like a peaceful meditation retreat. Now, before we get to the main event, let me give you a little backstory. Elizabeth, bless her heart, never quite warmed up to me. In her mind, Jake should have married a carbon copy of herself, preferably with a trust fund and a pedigree longer than a dachshund. In the months leading up to the wedding, Elizabeth pulled every trick in the book to sabotage our big day. She accidentally sent our invitations to the wrong address, tried to convince Jake that I was secretly a lizard person, I kid you not, and even attempted to hire an actress to object during the ceremony. Fast forward to the wedding day. I'm standing at the back of the church, arm in arm with my dad, ready to make my grand entrance. Now, here's where I should mention, my dad is in a wheelchair. He's been paralyzed for years, but he's the strongest, most amazing person I know. As the music starts and we begin our journey down the aisle, I hear a gasp from the front row. There's Elizabeth, clutching her pearls like she's just seen a ghost riding a unicycle. We make it to the altar, and I'm feeling on top of the world. That is, until Elizabeth decides to stand up and deliver a speech that would make even Simon Cowell cringe. She looks at my dad, then at me, and in a voice loud enough to wake the dead, she says, "I can't believe you're letting him give you away. It's so embarrassing. Couldn't you have found someone normal?" Now, I'd love to tell you that I maintained my composure, took the high road, and ignored her. But nope, in that moment something snapped. I looked Elizabeth dead in the eye and said, "You know what's really embarrassing? Having a mother-in-law who thinks it's okay to insult a war veteran on his daughter's wedding day. Now sit down and shut up, or I'll have security escort you out faster than you can say prenup." The church erupted in cheers. Jake, bless him, stood there looking like he'd just seen a unicorn wrestle a leprechaun. But he quickly recovered, gave me a high five, and we proceeded with the ceremony like the rock stars we are. You'd think that would be the end of it, right? Oh, sweet summer child. Elizabeth was just getting started. Over the next few months, she launched a campaign of terror that would make Kim Jong-un look like a teddy bear. She sent us daily hate mail. Who even uses snail mail anymore? Tried to convince our friends that we were running an illegal ferret smuggling ring, I wish I was making this up, and even attempted to get Jake fired by telling his boss he was secretly working for their competitors. Plot twist, Jake owns the company. But the crown jewel of Elizabeth's reign of terror? The day she showed up at our house dressed as a pizza delivery person. Picture this. There's a knock at the door. I open it expecting a delicious pepperoni pie, and instead, I get Elizabeth in a fake mustache and a Papa John's hat she clearly made herself. She barges in, waving a rolling pin. Not even a pizza, a rolling pin. Threatening to knock some sense into me and save her precious boy from my evil clutches. All while Jake is in the background, frantically calling the police and trying not to laugh at his mother's dollar store disguise. Finally, the boys in blue arrive, and let me tell you, they were not amused by Elizabeth's pizza delivery performance. As they're escorting her out, she's still yelling about how she's just trying to protect her baby and how I've brainwashed him with my witch powers. I couldn't help but yell back, "If I had witch powers, don't you think I would have turned you into a toad by now?" Long story short, Elizabeth ended up with a restraining order, a fine, and 100 hours of community service. The judge, clearly a man with a sense of humor, assigned her to volunteer at a wedding planning charity. So, there you have it, folks. From wedding day disaster to pizza delivery disguises, Elizabeth's attempts to ruin our lives backfired spectacularly. She went from mother-in-law to mother-in-law enforcement's custody in record time. Now, you might be wondering, Sarah, why are you sharing this crazy story? Well, my friends, it's because sometimes life throws you curveballs, and the only thing you can do is laugh and hit them right back. Plus, it's a great reminder that no matter how bad your in-laws are, they probably haven't shown up at your door in a fake mustache. Yet. But enough about me and my pizza-delivering, wedding-crashing mother-in-law. I want to hear from you. Drop your craziest in-law stories in the comments below. Who knows? Maybe we'll feature the best ones in a future video. Just remember, keep it funny and keep it mostly family-friendly. If you enjoyed this wild ride, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Trust me, my family is the gift that keeps on giving, and you won't want to miss our next adventure. Speaking of which, stay tuned for our next video, The Revenge of the Bridezilla, where we'll explore what happens when a bride decides to take wedding planning way too seriously. Spoiler alert, it involves a life-size cake topper and a flock of trained doves. Before we go, I'll leave you with this. Last I heard, Elizabeth was struggling with her community service at the wedding charity. Apparently, she tried to convince a bride to uninvite her future in-laws to save herself the trouble. Some people never learn. That's all for now, YouTube fam. Remember, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And when life gives you a crazy mother-in-law, make a viral video. Stay fabulous, and I'll see you in the next one.
When love turns into a nightmare, a tale of betrayal and redemption. 1 minute, you're planning your dream wedding, and the next, you're ducking punches from your future in-laws. Sounds like a bad rom-com, right? Well, buckle up, folks, because this is my life, and trust me, it's wilder than any movie you've ever seen. Hi there. I'm the unlucky lover in this tale of betrayal, bruises, and believe it or not, a dash of comedy. Because when life gives you lemons, you make a viral video about it. Am I right? Let me introduce myself. I'm just your average guy who thought he'd found his soulmate. You know, the whole love at first sight deal? Yeah, that was us. Or so I thought. Our relationship was perfect, on paper. We finished each other's sentences, laughed at the same jokes, and even liked the same toppings on our pizza. I mean, if that's not true love, what is? But every fairy tale has a villain, and in my story, it wasn't a fire-breathing dragon or an evil stepmother. No, it was something far more terrifying, a meddling mother-in-law. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, come on, mother-in-law jokes are so cliché. Trust me, I wish this was just a bad joke. But my future mother-in-law took helicopter parenting to a whole new level. She didn't just want to control her daughter's life. She wanted to script it, direct it, and probably win an Oscar for it. And that's when things went from happily ever after to Fight Club real quick. So picture this. My future mother-in-law, let's call her Cruella de Vil, for legal reasons of course, decides that I'm not good enough for her precious daughter. Maybe it was my dad jokes, or perhaps she didn't like the way I folded napkins. Who knows? But instead of, talking to me like a normal person, she goes full James Bond villain. She hires a private investigator to follow me around and take photos. And not the good kind of photos, like me rescuing kittens from trees or helping old ladies cross the street. No, she wanted dirt. Little did I know, I was starring in my own personal Truman Show, minus the happy ending and Jim Carrey's charisma. Fast forward to a lovely Friday evening. I'm thinking, TGIF, am I right? Little did I know, it was about to become FML instead. My fiancée storms in, waving her phone like it's a weapon of mass destruction. On it, photos of me, apparently in compromising situations with various women. Plot twist. These women were my cousin, my boss, who, by the way, is happily married and old enough to be my mom, and a mannequin I was helping to dress at my retail job. Before I could explain that I wasn't living a secret life as a mannequin-loving Casanova, the cavalry arrived. And by cavalry, I mean my fiancé's dad and brothers, looking like they were auditioning for the Expendables 4 Family Edition. Now, I'm not exactly The Rock, but I'd like to think I can hold my own in a fight. Spoiler alert, I can't. Especially not against three guys who looked like they bench press trucks for fun. So there I was, in the ER, looking like I'd gone 10 rounds with Mike Tyson and lost badly. The nurse kept asking if I'd fallen down the stairs. Yeah, if by stairs you mean a family-size can of whoop-ass. But here's where it gets interesting. The police show up, and suddenly, I'm not just a patient. I'm a victim in an assault case. Talk about a plot twist, right? The plot thickens. Enter the whistleblowing relative, just when I thought things couldn't get any crazier. Enter cousin Loose Lips. Turns out, my ex-fiancé had a relative with a conscience, and probably a desire for their own reality TV show. This distant cousin comes forward with enough tea to fill Boston Harbor. We're talking text messages, recorded conversations, probably carrier pigeon messages for all I know, all proving that Cruella de Vil had orchestrated this whole thing. Now, I'm not usually a vindictive person. My idea of revenge is usually just hoping someone steps on a Lego. But my lawyer, bless her heart, was out for blood. Press charges, she said, her eyes gleaming with the promise of billable hours. We've got them dead to rights. And you know what? For once, I decided to listen to the advice that wasn't coming from a fortune cookie. Fast forward through a trial that felt longer than waiting for a new season of your favorite Netflix show. The verdict? Guilty, guilty. And you guessed it, guilty. Daddy Dearest and the Brothers Grimm? Aggravated assault. Cruella de Vil. Conspiracy. They all got to trade in their designer clothes for some stylish orange jumpsuits. Now, you'd think this is where my ex-fiancée would ride in on a white horse, begging for forgiveness, right? Well, she did try. But here's a pro tip. When your family turns your fiancé into a human punching bag, I'm sorry, doesn't quite cut it. Her tearful phone calls and can we talk? Texts were met with the same enthusiasm as a telemarketer calling during dinner. Sorry, honey, this shop is closed and we're not restocking. So, what did I learn from this whole ordeal, besides the fact that I should probably start working out more? Well, for starters, love without trust is like a car without wheels. It looks nice, but it's not going anywhere. I realized that true love isn't just about finishing each other's sentences or liking the same pizza toppings. It's about having each other's backs, even when the going gets tough. And let me tell you, it doesn't get much tougher than being accused of cheating with a mannequin. If there's one takeaway from this whole fiasco, it's this: boundaries are not just lines on a map, folks. They're the fortress that protects your sanity in relationships. Set them early, set them firmly, and for the love of all that is holy, don't let your partner's family use you as a punching bag, literally or figuratively. Now, I know what you're thinking. This guy's life is more dramatic than a soap opera, and you're not wrong. But hey, at least it makes for great content, right? If you enjoyed this tale of love, betrayal, and mannequin-based misunderstandings, why not subscribe to my channel? Trust me, my life is the gift that keeps on giving when it comes to crazy stories. And hey, if you've got your own story of narrowly escaping a relationship disaster, share it in the comments. Let's create a support group for people who've dodged relationship bullets. We can call it Neos Got Nothing on Us. Stay tuned for next week's video, where I'll be telling you about the time my ex faked her own disappearance to test my love. Spoiler alert, I failed the test, but passed the sanity check. Remember, folks, love may be blind, but it shouldn't be stupid. Keep your eyes open, your heart guarded, and for heaven's sake, stay away from suspicious mother-in-laws. This is your Unlucky in Love host signing off. Until next time, keep dodging those relationship bullets.
Mother-in-law drama when family becomes your worst enemy. Hey there, drama lovers and family feud enthusiasts. Buckle up because boy do I have a story for you. Picture this. You're pregnant, glowing, and ready to welcome your little bundle of joy into the world. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, throw in a mother-in-law from hell and suddenly you're living in a nightmare that makes Rosemary's Baby look like a walk in the park. I'm talking pregnancy nightmare, folks. 1 minute, you're picking out cute onesies, and the next, you're dodging insults faster than a ninja dodging throwing stars. But wait, it gets better. Watch as this loving grandma-to-be transforms into your arch nemesis quicker than you can say baby shower. And just when you think it's all over, bam! The battle for baby begins. It's like Game of Thrones, but instead of fighting for the Iron Throne, we're duking it out over diaper duty and baby snuggles. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, the pregnant pariah, coming at you live from the trenches of family warfare. Today's episode? We're diving deep into When Grandma Goes Rogue, a thrilling tale of love, betrayal, and more drama than a telenovela on steroids. So, grab your popcorn, settle in, and prepare for a roller coaster ride that'll make your head spin faster than Linda Blair's in The Exorcist. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be thanking your lucky stars that your mother-in-law only criticizes your cooking. Now, before we dive in, let me just throw out a quick disclaimer. No mother-in-laws were harmed in the making of this video. Well, maybe just their egos, but hey, that's showbiz, baby. What will you learn from this epic saga, you ask? Well, my friends, by the time we're done, you'll be a certified expert in surviving a mother-in-law nado. That's right, forget sharknadoes. Mother-in-law tornadoes are the real natural disaster you need to watch out for. Picture it. There I was, 7 months pregnant, waddling around like a penguin with a watermelon stuffed under my shirt. Life was good, right? Wrong. Enter my mother-in-law, stage left, with all the warmth and compassion of a great white shark.
You're nothing but a burden to this family. Pack your bags and get out.
Yeah, you heard that right. Kicked out faster than a Kardashian getting the boot from a Mensa meeting. There I was, on the curb, bump and all, wondering if I'd accidentally stumbled into some bizarre Lifetime movie. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the creative genius that is my mother-in-law's insult repertoire. We're talking Grammy-worthy performances here, folks. You're ruining my son's life. That baby probably isn't even his. I've seen beached whales smaller than you. I mean, come on. At least get some new material, Karen. But wait, it gets better. Oh yes, my friends, we're just getting started on this crazy train. Fast forward a couple of months, and boom, baby makes his grand entrance. Cue the angelic choir, right? Wrong again. Instead of cigars and congratulations, we got a full-scale invasion that would make the Normandy landings look like a casual beach day. There's my mother-in-law, bursting into the delivery room like she's storming the Bastille, demanding to hold her baby. Excuse me, I'm pretty sure I'm the one who just pushed a human being out of my body, but okay. Go off, I guess. Just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, my dear mother-in-law decided to level up her game. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the CPS Saga. That's right, this woman actually called Child Protective Services on us. Why? Because apparently, not letting her see the baby whenever she wants is equivalent to child abuse. I'm sorry, I must have missed the memo where grandma's feelings became a basic human right. Congratulations, Karen. You've just won an all-expenses-paid trip to Crazy Town. Your prize includes alienating your son, traumatizing your daughter-in-law, and never seeing your grandchild again. But why stop at CPS when you can go full Mean Girls, right? My lovely mother-in-law decided to channel her inner Regina George and launch a smear campaign that would make political mudslinging look like a friendly game of patty cake. Suddenly, I'm the talk of the town, and not in a good way. According to the Rumor Mill Daily, I'm everything from a gold digger to a secret agent from Mars. I mean, come on, if I were a gold digger, I'd have much better taste in shoes. At this point, my husband and I realized we needed to channel our inner Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. Time to gather evidence and solve the case of the meddling mother-in-law. We're talking screenshots, recorded phone calls, witness statements, the works. We had more receipts than a shopaholic on Black Friday. CSI ain't got nothing on us. With our evidence in hand, it was time to bring in the big guns. That's right, we lawyered up. Our attorney walked into that courtroom looking like Atticus Finch meets Elle Woods, a legal dream team if I ever saw one.
Your Honor, I present to you Exhibit A voicemail so nasty it made a sailor blush. Exhibit B, text messages that would make Shakespeare weep. And finally, Exhibit C, a list of lies so long, Pinocchio's nose would reach the moons.
And just like that, bam, restraining order granted faster than you can say, "No more drama, mama." Mother-in-law's VIP pass to our lives revoked.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but you're not on the list. No, I don't care if you're the Queen of England. No crazy, no entry.
Oh, sweet victory. Watching my mother-in-law's face as the judge laid down the law was better than winning the lottery. Okay, maybe not better, but definitely more satisfying. It was like watching the final scene of a superhero movie where the villain finally gets what's coming to them. Now, we're living our best life, folks. Peace, love, and absolutely no mother-in-law. It's amazing how much quieter life is without someone constantly criticizing your every move. Who knew silence could be so golden? So, what have we learned from this wild ride? Here's a quick guide on how to spot a mother-in-law stir in the wild. Does she refer to your baby as my baby? Red flag. Does she have more opinions about your life than a Twitter thread? Watch out. Is her favorite hobby rewriting history to make herself the victim? Run for the hills. Remember, folks, boundaries are not just lines on a map, they're the force field that keeps the crazy at bay. If you enjoyed this roller coaster of family drama, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell. Trust me, with my family, there's plenty more where this came from. And hey, if you've got your own tales of in-law insanity, drop them in the comments below. Remember, we're all in this together. After all, it takes a village to raise a child, and a whole support group to deal with a crazy mother-in-law. Until next time, this is your host, the Pregnant Pariah, signing off. Remember, keep calm and mother-in-law proof on.
When cheating backfires, a night out gone hilariously wrong. Hey there, YouTube. Buckle up, folks, because boy, do I have a story for you today. Picture this: a cheating wife, a revealing dress, and divorce papers. Sounds like the recipe for a disaster, right? Well, let me tell you, it's also the recipe for some sweet, sweet karma. You see, my friends, sometimes life has a funny way of serving up justice on a silver platter. Or in this case, on a stack of legal documents. But we'll get to that juicy bit in a moment. What's up, party people? It's your boy, the one and only relationship referee, back at it again with another tale from the trenches of love gone wrong.